Today I'm going to show you how I make these beautiful plant-based cream cheesecakes, and it's so versatile. You can make different flavors with different fruits, you can make different shapes, you can make it in a cake tin, you can make it in an ice cream lollipop holder. They are just extremely versatile and so lovely because you can have them in the freezer as a backup, and you always have dessert or something nice to share with your guests. We're going to start off with almonds. I'm going to add a bit of salt. Today I'm going to use some macadamia nut butter. Then I'm going to use as a sweetener raw honey. I'm just going to process this in a food processor with an S blade, and this is going to be the first layer of our cheesecake. With this recipe you can either make a very big cake, or today I'm going to use two smaller pans. I'm going to use unbleached parchment paper to prepare my cake tins. The easiest way for me to prepare it is just to take a square and then I put it on the base. I put the lid on top and then I just close it. For the sides, you can either use a little bit of nut butter, or I'm going to use some tahini today. So now my pan is prepared. My crust is ready. Now I'm just going to divide it. The first layer is ready. For the second layer, the cream cheese layer, we're going to use mainly cashews, a little bit of salt, macadamia nut butter. You can use any nut butter, or you can also use coconut butter. Whatever you choose is going to have an influence on the taste. Freshly squeezed lemon juice. We're going to use raw honey. And then we're going to add almond milk. You can use any alternative milk. We're going to do this in the Vitamix blender, or if you have a high-speed blender, and we need to blend this till completely smooth. You don't want any pieces of nuts in there. If you don't have a high-speed blender, then I advise soaking the cashew nuts 2 to 4 hours. There's many variations that you can make on this recipe. One would be to take half of this mixture, spread it over the base, and then you can add berries to the rest of the mixture, any berries or any fruit. I've made strawberries, I've made blueberries. You can decorate it with fruits or with nuts. You can also just leave it plain. You don't even have to add any berries. So what I was thinking today is to make one that's just a plain cheesecake, and then the other one I'm going to make a strawberry one. I'm going to take half of the mixture for the one cake, and then the other one I'm just going to put a quarter in here, because the other quarter I want to add the strawberries to. These types of cakes and desserts are very forgiving. You can see it's not a science. You don't have to measure it on the milliliter. Once you've made the recipe, you can make many variations of it. You can also taste and see, do you like it more sour, do you like it more sweet? You could also use dates to sweeten it. Now I'm going to add my strawberries to the mixture. This is our pink layer that we're just going to put on top of it. The cakes are now ready to be decorated. I'm going to put a few walnuts on the plain one. The strawberry one we can decorate with some frozen strawberries. You can also use fresh ones. Now these cakes are ready to go into the freezer, and I'm going to let them set overnight to freeze. These molds are also lovely. You can get different variations of these, and you can use this cheesecake mixture to make ice cream lollies for the holiday season, and it's so great because you can have it in the freezer, it's always on hand, and it's a great dessert for your kids that's guilt-free and that you know that's very nutritious for them. The cakes have set overnight in the freezer, so you can see they're quite solid. I'm going to take them out of the pans now. The longer the cake is in the freezer, the more solid it will be. You can just leave it for a few minutes. It is like ice cream, it can melt. You keep it like this in the freezer, or what I also like to do is to cut the cake and then to put it in a container in the freezer. Super delicious. I hope you like this video. Remember to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on future content. Take care of your health. It's precious.